Is your toilet tank taking forever to fill after flushing? Listen to this. If it takes more than 2 to 3 minutes to refill, your fill valve is probably failing. Today, I'll show you how to replace it step by step. Simple tools, beginner friendly. Over time, dirt, rust, or worn rubber seals can block the inlet, causing slow refill or weak water flow. Instead of cleaning and guessing, replacing it is usually faster and more reliable. There are 2 common fill valve designs. First, this modern vertical float cup type. It's compact and common in newer toilets. It controls water level using this sliding float. Second, the traditional ball float valve. It uses a floating ball that rises with the water and shuts off the valve mechanically. This design is simple, strong, and sometimes handles dirty water better. For this job, I'm using a tubular box spanner. This type of wrench is perfect for toilet tank lock nuts because the nut sits deep and a normal spanner cannot reach properly. It slides over the threaded shaft and grips the plastic lock nut securely. Using the correct tool makes the job easier and prevents damaging the nut. Always loosen slowly and support the valve from inside the tank so it doesn't spin. Before touching anything, always turn off the water supply valve at the bottom of the toilet. Turn it clockwise until it stops. Next, flush the toilet to drain most of the water inside the tank. This is the water inlet hose that connects the supply valve to the fill valve. Loosen it carefully to avoid damaging the fitting. If the connector feels stuck, apply steady pressure. Don't jerk it. Now we'll remove the plastic lock nut that secures the fill valve to the tank. Before loosening it, hold the valve firmly from inside the tank. If you don't support it, the whole valve will spin. Loosen it slowly and keep the valve steady. Once the nut is fully loose, you can remove it by hand. This nut only compresses a rubber washer to seal the tank. It doesn't need extreme force, just enough to make a watertight seal. Always clean around the mounting hole before installing the new valve. Any dirt or rust here can cause leaking later. Now we're ready to install the new floating valve. First, make sure the rubber washer is placed on the threaded shaft. The rubber washer must sit inside the tank, not underneath. This washer creates the water seal between the valve and the ceramic tank. If you place it outside, it will leak. From underneath, install the plastic lock nut. Tighten it by hand first. Once hand tight, use the wrench to snug it slightly. Do not over-tighten. The rubber washer only needs light compression to seal. Make sure the float arm has enough space to move freely. Also check that it does not touch the flush valve or the tank wall. Now I'm adjusting the water level using the float adjustment screw. Turning the screw clockwise will raise the water level. Turning it counterclockwise will lower it. We want the water to stop between the minimum and maximum mark inside the tank. Make sure the water level sits about 1 inch below the overflow tube. And that's it. The new floating valve is installed and properly adjusted. The tank fills faster, the water stops at the correct level, and there are no leaks. This is a simple repair that can save water and prevent bigger problems later. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more easy home repair guides. I'll see you in the next fix.